Okay. Yesterday, I explained to you all that I'm trying to upload as much as I possibly can throughout the week, just to see what sort of results I get on YouTube and blah blah blah, blah blah blah. So yesterday we picked up some parts for the chaser, so I got a VVTi solenoid and a inspection plate for the 1J. That's the little piece that you can see the flywheel out of. Patrick was kind enough to give me that piece and also lend me the VVTi solenoid to see if it's going to fix the issue that we're having. So if you don't already know, we're having a little bit of a weird issue with the 1J. It's currently making a weird sound when the car's warm and idling. But here it is, the VVTi solenoid. There's a part number on there. I don't know if the camera's gonna see that, but if you wanna get one of these, they're actually not too bad, not too expensive. They're about 190 bucks compared to like Sylvia's and stuff where their VCT goes. That's about $500 fix, but these should be the fix that you should be able to do, and it should work. What I need to do to replace this is I need to remove this whole throttle body right here because the VVTi solenoid slits right in there, and obviously we need room to take it out. We're also going to be taking out the banjo fitting down underneath there. You can't really see it right now, but the reason why we're taking that out is because there's a filter located behind there. The filter filters out oil before it goes into the solenoid, so we're thinking that that could be also blocked, and hopefully this fixes the knocking sound. I know I've said this so many times, but this is why I love Toyotas. I've never worked on this before, and I've never done half the stuff that I'm doing it to before. You know, I'm not a mechanic, I have no mechanical background, never ever worked as a mechanic or anything, and I'm able to do it pretty easily. Obviously, we've had sort of years of experience working on other Toyotas and stuff, but this is a 1J. This is supposed to be like a legendary engine, and it's just so easy to work on, and it surprises me every time that I try to work on it. Like, just looking here, it looks like we just need to unplug some sensors, take these 4 bolts off, take the throttle cable off, and just some more plugs here, and obviously the charge pipe. But look at that, it's so simple, and that's what I love about this car. Always a good idea to remove the battery terminal when you're doing any of this stuff, so of course this is no exception. Don't want to have any short circuits. Yep, yeah. It looks like there's a coolant line going to the throttle body, so looks like we're gonna have to get some microfibers to absorb all that, but pretty much done. That took like 5 minutes. We need to remove 1 vacuum line, a coolant line it looks like, and take these 4 bolts out and we should be good. I promise you I'm not Toyota fanboying over here, but this is insane. I have to show you. You see there's bolts all the way back here, so obviously there's 2 bolts here, and there's 2 underneath, there's 2 nuts underneath, and there's actually like spaces, or like it's like spaces under here for you to get a long extension in there. There's on both sides, so the wiring harness actually goes underneath down there, and it leaves a gap for you to get an extension down in there, which is absolutely incredible. BMW would never do this. They just expect you to get some weird special tool with a million extensions on there and a billion different, you know, swivel joints and stuff, but nah. Toyota's got you, bro. Toyota's got you. I'm in love, guys. I'm in love. You hear that, Chloe? I'm in love.
Oh.
I'm in love with my car.
So not me.
What?
Not me?
With the JZX.
Alright, I see. I get it.
I just messaged PJ as well, just to double check if I could remove the throttle body without disconnecting the coolant lines, because it looks like there's coolant lines connected to that throttle body, and it looks like that I can remove the 2 bolts and the 2 nuts on it and sort of finesse it out the way. PJ, the JZX King, he has told me that I can do that, which is awesome. Thank you, Patrick. Okay, got the 12mm socket. Get that on there. Oh, damn, that's tight. Oh, looks like we've lost some clamps. It's no worries. Oh, damn! Got the 2 ones out from underneath. You can see the whole thing's kind of wiggly. Just get these ones out by hand, and then I'll move it all out the way. So I got a little bit ahead of myself, and I thought that I could do everything just at the top of the car without jacking everything up, but the charge pipe needs to come out because it is just in the way. And the problem is the under panel actually covers the charge pipe, so I hope it's called the charge pipe, the boost pipe, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna have to take off the under panels, getting access to that clamp so we can remove that clamp and then wiggle that thing out. I just have no room to get this out because this is just in the way. So hopefully when we remove this, it should be good. We're now just going to remove the VVTi solenoid. I've just put some rag underneath here because it is filled with oil. Well, oil does come up there, so I'm pretty sure that some oil will come out. Remove that bolt. Oh, that came out way easier than I thought. And a lot of oil's coming out too, so. Sweet. It looks like visually observing it, everything looks pretty good. I mean, I can't really tell what's wrong with it just by looking at it. The O-ring, it seems like has flattened out over time, but it doesn't look like it's gotten to the point where it would start leaking. So on the new one, you can see that the O-ring is pretty much brand new, obviously, because this is a brand new OEM VVTi gear. Before we put this back in, I'm going to take it that big banjo bolt. It looks like it's like a 20mm bolt, which should house the filter as well. Okay, should be able to get this in here. Don't want to break anything like that breather down there. Oh, sweet. Yep, and there's a lot of oil coming out of there. Wow. Hopefully the rag catches it all. Oh boy.
Focused.
It's okay. Sweet. I'm just taking a visual inspection of the filter right now, and I can already tell you that there's actually some particles in there. It doesn't look like it's doing its job very well because it just seems like there's particles in there. Let's see if I can get on camera. Okay, let's see if the camera does the job. Oh, you can see there's actual particles coming out all over my hand. I don't know if that's the dirt that was on there because of, touching all the stuff down here, but it looks like that there's actually stuff in there. So this could be our problem. Okay, so this is much worse than I thought. The camera is just being a spazzo and not really focusing on anything. Come on. But if we go right here and we get the Allen key, oh wow, that's bad. You see that little tip on the end of the Allen key? That's just part of the stuff that's in the filter. This should be completely clear of anything. So this filter's done its job really good. And it looks like this is the culprit of our problem right now because it's obviously not getting in the right oil pressure and you can see it's just all coming out. You can see there's just heaps of buildup. Okay, I don't want to say that this was the cause of all my problems just yet because we haven't put it in the car and started it. I'm hoping, I just don't want to jinx myself. That filter was incredibly blocked up. So that filter's supposed to be completely see-through. If you have a look right here, this filter, you see how the light's passing through it? See that? It's now clean. So it's just sort of a mesh on there, and I just cleaned it out with some degreaser. Yeah, that should be good to go. I also cleaned out the banjo bolt as well because there was some remnants in there. So hopefully this fixes it. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be the cause of the problem because it just doesn't look like the VVTi solenoid would have got enough oil pressure to actually function normally. Hopefully this fixes everything, and yeah, that's pretty crazy that just this one little filter would cause such a massive sound coming from the engine bay. It honestly started sounding like the beginning of rod knock. Nice. Sweet. This should hopefully fix all our problems. Hopefully. All right, guys, we are done in the garage now. We're gonna start the car, see if it works. Hopefully it doesn't make that knocking sound anymore, but we won't be able to hear it until the car is fully warm and running. So I'm gonna take this thing for a little bit of a ride. Here's some more dose. We're gonna get some chocolates because obviously Chloe's just been chilling there the whole time while I've been doing this, just doing her own stuff. She can't hear me right now. We have the new VVTi solenoid in right now. Everything's plugged up. I've cleaned out that filter. Everything should work according to plan. So if it's still making a weird knocking sound, then we're going to only be able to, can only be a couple other things after that. That's the process of diagnosing an issue. Really just going to take things apart, put them back together or replace them with new parts. Then hopefully you fix one of the problems and then hopefully you fix the problem that you're after. So it's just a little bit of trial and error. We have the new VVTi solenoid in. VVTi gear has been rebuilt. When I was doing the timing belt, everything's on, nice and sturdy. All the plugs are in. Oh, throttle cable. Almost forgot that. But yeah, let's open the garage, get this thing started, and fingers crossed it all works. And we don't have a single problem. Whew. Bet you never thought that you'd see two V6 MR2s in the vicinity of my house, but here you are, two V6 MR2s.
Yippee.
Yippee. All right, we're gonna give the chaser a start now. Hopefully everything works. Fingers crossed, guys, fingers crossed. gonna get any weird sounds yet when you get the car really warm and up to temperature, but everything is sounding pretty good so far right now. Like I said, we're gonna go for a bit of a drive, get this thing a little bit warm. Here's some dose. Fingers crossed, guys. It's been a very big problem for me. I've been very scared that this could be something worse than it actually was. So, I don't know, it sounds healthy right now. It doesn't have like any sort of weird sounds at all. I'm not hearing any weird sounds so far, which is a good sign. Haven't heard anything yet, so fingers crossed that everything's good. The car also feels like it's driving a little bit smoother than normal, so I don't know if that's anything to do with the solenoid, but it feels way better and it's building boost a lot nicer, and I don't know if that's because of that. I've also turned up the boost to 14 PSI because I've been told plenty of times now by multiple people, Toyotas run rich from factory. Before running lean, you're probably going to get boost cuts, so pretty happy about that. But the car feels very quick. Damn. Such a good shot. Alright guys, we're back home now and it's sort of making like the weird sound, but it doesn't seem like it's making it as much as it was before, so. Okay, never mind, it's making it just as much. I don't know what's wrong with it. Hello, friend.
Hello.
Nathaniel. I'm daily vlogging, bro.
You are?
I'm trying to.
You're saying that or you are?
I'm trying to. I'm just gonna take Nathan for a quick little spin in this thing because he hasn't been in the car with the boost turned up. It's currently running 14.5-ish PSI right now, and I haven't set it up properly, but it does make some good stu-tu sounds. You can really feel the boost build up, so. Hope the camera's picking it up. Everyone looks. Is that quick?
Yeah, with the boost turned up, of course.
That's like...
It proper pushes you back in your seat.
That's 13 pounds, we'll put it up.
Okay. 14, like 1.
Yeah, there's a bit more boost. Yeah, so apparently you can keep turning these up happily and it'll still run completely fine. The AFRs will be mid, it won't go lean, it'll just boost cut.
Yeah, I told you that a while back.
Yeah, but for
A
most...
lot of old Jack cars are like that.
But I was told by George not to do it just in case. See, it's like cutting.
Is it boost cutting?
I don't know, is it? It sounds like it, right?
Are you flooring it?
Yeah, that was
And
like...
it was just like cutting throttle
Yeah.
or whatever?
I'm scared I might blow the turbo because people are saying all these weird things about CT15s and saying that you can run like 14 pounds reliably. Some people run 17 pounds reliably, and then some guy blew up his turbo on 12 pounds. So
it depends how it's cared for as well.
Yeah, well, this thing's been abused. I mean, it hasn't been abused, it's just not been looked after or cared for, so.
It was used as a taxi, like,
It was.
because it is.
It's weird, isn't it? It's like temperamental. The low light performance on this lens is really bad, so I'm not gonna try film too much in my room. I'm just gonna end the video here. But guys, thank you so much for sticking around to the end. I'm having a blast filming daily vlogs. Not really daily, I missed Friday, but we're trying to just go down that grind and get as many videos out as we possibly can. Today, Chloe's actually been over the whole day and we've just been preparing orders. Thank you guys so much for grabbing stickers. These kind of sus stickers. Kind of sus. Yeah, you see that? Kind of sus. You guys have been loving the kind of sus stickers. We've been preparing orders for you all day. Just got them over here. I'm not going to zoom in because they've got addresses on there. Thank you very much for watching, and we will
Barely.
You're in it.
Barely.
You put your hand over the lens. Bye-bye.